Many people ask me whenever I give a talk, what's the fastest way to earn $1 million? And usually I would tell them, go to real estate, right? Sell property so that in terms of absolute value, your commission might be $1 million. Another way is to play the lottery. If you're lucky enough, you get $1 million or more quickly. In this age of digital, I would always tell them that the easiest way may be going and using YouTube. Right? And how is that? Instead of giving you the technical part of how to use videos for YouTube, let me take you very quickly and I'll give you a story. I'll take you two stories in fact. First story was that 2 years ago I went to VidCon. If you're familiar with VidCon, VidCon is one of the biggest conferences. It is attended by 20,000 people. Out of the 20,000 people, 19,500 of them are below legal age. And what is VidCon all about? So it's actually a conference where you have the gathering of all the YouTube sensations. If you look at that long line out there, so everyone was just lining up, and what are they lining up for? Now, if you look at the white tarpaulin at the back, this is what they're lining up for. 1 minute, some waiting for 6 to 8 hours, just wanting to say hi to their YouTube superstar, their YouTube idol. Right? So 45 seconds, they would just say hi, and then after that, there'll be 15 seconds to take a picture. Then after that, they would be asked to leave. At 4:30 p.m., this is still the line that's been there. Most of them have been waiting for 8-10 hours already. But at 5 p.m., they were all asked to go home, right? Because they're a bit strict with the time. This is also a conference where I have a very big paradigm shift, in a sense that in this conference, all of the speakers, they have a lot of breakout sessions. The speakers, all of them are 25 years old and below. And us, the people who are listening, 30 years old and above, are downstairs taking notes. The youngest speaker was 12 years old, and he was saying that, oh, I was supposed to commit suicide and kill myself, I don't want to live anymore, and then I create my last video on YouTube, right? And I want to say goodbye to everyone. Then lo and behold, I got millions and millions of views. Then I didn't realize I was earning so much money, I don't want to kill myself anymore. And, so you're seeing very interesting stories about that, though. The closing keynote was actually Phan. She's a 27-year-old Malaysian American, and what she does, you know her? So what does she do? She does how-to makeup. Okay, she does how-to makeup, and she's like top 3 in the world in terms of YouTube following. So I'll just share with you a very quick video on how she does it. So great video. To the guys who don't know her.
Hi everyone, I'm Phan, and welcome to my YouTube channel. Think of me as your beauty bestie. I want all of you to see how beautiful you are with without makeup. Makeup gives you the chance to express yourself, to create any masterpiece you want, or you can dream of, and become any person you want to be. Life is too short to have one look. Experiment. Try lots of looks and find all the different sides of you.
Phan was so popular that L'Oreal made her the brand ambassador. After a year, they were not only satisfied with that, they even created her own cosmetic line called Phan. And during that time, the global marketing director was saying that for the past 20-30 years, L'Oreal has been trying to penetrate the teen audience. And it only took Phan, an alliance with Phan, to penetrate the teen market. Now, this conference was also very interesting because a day before that conference, was actually the YouTube Partner Summit. So I represented the Philippines. We actually have a gathering of all the partners of YouTube around the world. So just 100 of us with the vice presidents and the CEO of YouTube. So we were having that conference. We were talking about collaboration. But then after that, the president of YouTube, Susan Wojcicki, when she saw me, she actually ran to me and she said, "Oh, you're from the Philippines." Right, so we have a name tag and there's a Philippine flag there. So she said, "You're from the Philippines, you know. We really appreciate all of the Filipinos around the world and especially the Philippines watching YouTube. As you know, you're top 10 in the world in terms of YouTube consumption." So I felt that I was like I was surprised. So I felt I was the ambassador of the Philippines. So thank you for giving us YouTube and for making the Filipinos happy. And after that, you know, she said, "You know, I would really like to meet your #1 YouTube sensation." And inside I said, "Oh, who's our #1 YouTube sensation?" I didn't know. So I had to tell her. I said, "I really apologize. I didn't know who our #1 YouTube sensation is. Can you tell me who they are?" No? And then she said, "Oh, you don't know them? They're the two kids." It's like, "They're the two kids toys." So I said, "Oh, okay." I didn't know that. so it's very embarrassing. But some of you know, I work in a media company, and one of my biggest thing that part of my work is to make sure that our YouTube channel is #1 in the entire Philippines. We have to have the most number of subscribers and to have the most number of views. And true enough, when I got home from that YouTube Partner Summit, next slide. Two pesky kids overtook me, and they became #1. And the interesting thing was that if you look at it, I had 24,000 videos. They had only 400 videos. Okay, so this is their video. This is an example video.
Hi everyone, welcome back to Kids Toys channel. Today we are going to open
This is the #1 video of ABS-CBN is at 15 million views. #1, a season ID, usually a Christmas station ID, where we shot all our celebrities and anchors and everyone else. And we went to so many locations, and we usually get 15 million views. This video that time wasn't their #1. This had 16 million views. and we said, what happened, right? When we were analyzing it, there's no script, wrong blocking, wrong sounds, everything was wrong. But it had more views than our best video that we created, right? And what is interesting also was that if you look at the video, how it was created, the creator of the video, the father of the two kids, is a grade 1 public school math teacher in Laguna, and he realized that he cannot sustain and earn enough for the two daughters. So he said, "I want to go online and I want to check if I can earn something extra." And he said, "Oh, you can earn a bit of extra money on YouTube." And he analyzed a lot of YouTube videos, and he realized that unboxing was one of the opportunities, one of the ways where he can earn an extra money. So every other weekend, he would take a 3-hour trip from Laguna all the way to Mega Mall, to SM Mega Mall Ortigas, and then he would buy toys, and then go back 3 hours, then ride 3 hours, go back, and then he would ask the two daughters, "Can you open these toys, and I will handicam you." And every month, he would upload around 8 to 10 videos of what they call unboxing videos. Okay. Go back to my slides. So 8 to 10 videos of that. Now, in a month, if you look at in a month, if it's 7 days, he would average around 28 million views, right? Let's round it down, 25 million views, right? If you look at 25 million views in a week, how many views do you get in a month? Times 4. 100 million views, right? For that particular channel. What people don't know is that YouTube pays any content creator $1 for every 1,000 views. So, at 100 million views, Kids Toys today earns no less than 100,000 US a month, or 5 million pesos. Their house has been transformed from almost a semi-shanty to now they have a 3-story building in Laguna, one of the biggest in the, and I'll show you a picture of that later on. But all because they're just creating videos like that. 80% of the people watching their videos are coming from around the world, from the US, from Europe, from around the world. Now, let me tell you another story to give you a perspective also. This is my daughter. This is my 4-year-old daughter, Ellie. She's not the quietest person in the room. In fact, when you leave her, she would be running around and creating a lot of noise. One day, one Sunday, I was in a coffee shop. I was doing some work for 2 hours, and I said, Eddie, can you? This is my laptop, and you can play with it, right? Just be quiet for 2 hours. And lo and behold, she was quiet for 2 hours. I didn't know what she was doing, but I took a picture because I said this is a very rare picture. After 2 hours, however, what she did was that she kept on saying after that, "Daddy, I want fashions. I want fashions, I want fashions." And she kept on shouting that to me for the next 6 hours. And I said, "What is a fashion?" And she can't explain. She's only 4 years old. And eventually she said, "It's like a toy." So I had to go to a toy store and bring her there and said, I said, "Can you just give her a fashion, whatever that fashion is?" And I found out it was that. Right? So apparently she just likes to unbox it, remove it, no? And actually she didn't even play. She just likes to open it and then she threw it away. Right? But what is more interesting here was that the next day when I'm back to work, so I had my iPad, and the thing is, when I opened the YouTube channel, I was monitoring all the ABS-CBN YouTube channel, all my settings have changed. It was all toys. Every day has been unboxing. And that is when I realized that for the longest time, for the past 2 hours that Sunday, she was watching unboxing videos for 2 hours that she was influenced by it already. And that is what you call, in principle, no? That's what you call the unboxing videos. And that was the principle of what you call the zero moment of truth. What they're saying is that in marketing, you have a stimulus, and you have a first moment of truth and a second moment of truth. Today, in the world of digital, the decision point happens in the digital space already. Like for example, on the space of YouTube, she already knew what she wanted. And the only thing left was actually to force me to buy her that. And if you look at today, in the world of advertising and marketing, people aren't seeking for marketing copy, right? But actually, they are looking at the experiences of others. In many cases, how we teach people in marketing today is that you don't even have, as an organization, as a brand, you don't tell people what to do or what to buy anymore, but you actually just show them how people appreciated your product or your brand. And the preferred mode of sharing has always been very visual. And with that, sight plus sound and motion actually makes a very compelling proposition for video. And sometimes video creation is bigger, even bigger than blogs or articles or even having a website. Today, if you look at the entire YouTube phenomenon, YouTube has more than 1 billion followers you have already 1 billion users on YouTube. You have actually a lot of videos out there. It's the second biggest search engine. So a lot of people not only search on Google, they also search a lot on YouTube as their source of information. And because of that, we've seen already hundreds and millions of actually people who have really made it on the YouTube space. Okay. How does YouTube monetize? You monetize through a lot of advertising. People ask me, how do you monetize on YouTube? YouTube sells advertising space. And when they sell advertising space, any creator, actually, when you have a video and there's advertising there, you do a revenue sharing. YouTube shares the revenue with you. So the more videos you get, eventually, the more videos you get, the more revenues the more views you get, the more revenue and the profit sharing YouTube gives you. We actually created what is called Chicken Pork Adobo, which is our multi-channel network. Today, we've seen in the Philippines 300 big YouTube creators now budding and sprouting. And we actually ask all of you, if you actually are a creative, you can actually create your own video. And there are actually 7 key categories that you can work on: fashion and beauty, comedy, music, entertainment, lifestyle, hobbies, and inspiration. If you've seen the kids' toys, the #1 creator, this is the father. And at that time, when he earns $1 million a year, right? So that's 50 million pesos, right? But he's always dressed very simply. In fact, when he went to our company, ABS, he was dressed like that. Our guard said, "No, you can't come in." I said, "Oh, hey, you cannot not let him come. He's richer than all of us." Combined. Because we had a contract signed with him, and that's when we realized that now the YouTube superstars are now bigger than most of the TV superstars. Before, if you see a celebrity going around, a lot of people would tell the celebrity, "Stop, can I have a selfie with you?" Today, you will see that if a YouTube superstar is going within our ABS-CBN, our celebrities would go to the YouTube superstar and say, "Stop, can I have a selfie with you?" right? So we're seeing that the times are changing. No? So these are some of our biggest YouTube superstars today. Of course, Kids Toys is number one, but hobbies and interests you can actually create if you like to unbox gadgets. You can actually, even if you like to draw, you can actually have a video camera where you can teach people how to draw. If you like fashion and beauty, you can actually do makeup tutorials, which is actually the in thing right now. There are others like, next slide, comedy. So if you find yourself funny or people find you funny, Lloyd Cadena, Lady Gavita, and Ate Sharon are actually working on a lot of views. So they're earning a few 100,000 a month. No? So not too bad. No? Lifestyle, you can actually just film yourself. You want to interview people, you like to cook, you like to go around, travelogues. The roaming Koreanas, very interesting. These are my students before they graduate. This was their final thesis. So they dress in a Korean garb and they go around Intramuros, they go around the different tourist spots. So how do people become successful? Usually what I tell them is that, of course, there's a technical side, but there's what you call a 3H of YouTube monetization. When you create a content strategy, so hero, hub, hygiene. So you have to create a hero video. It's a video that you create that becomes viral. You create that every quarter. That's what, you get the 10, 15, 20 million views. Hub would be, these are episodic content that you create every 2 weeks so that you push out there. And hygiene videos would be something that when people look for. So if they type in makeup, then you would have something that would come up. So that hero is really for you to amaze people and to generate awareness for your channel. Hub would be to entertain and push. Hygiene would be to inform and pull. No? So for example, if you look at Lego, their official movie trailer of Lego is what they call their hero content. And then usually the hub content would be something like they have 5,000 Lego bricks that they would construct. And hygiene would be a creator designer tips where they ask how to do certain things. And that's actually part of what you call the 3H strategy. Next slide. Right, so what they call the content pyramid. No? So when you create a video, usually when we talk to each of these YouTube superstars, they would have every quarter a big amazing video. So for example, Lloyd Cadena, because of the big Pokemon Go, he actually did a Pokemon Go video where he created a ball and he threw at people. Right, so this is very interesting. Fun things like that. Okay? Now, YouTube stars earning a lot. You're talking about the top 3, of course, Disney Collector. You know Disney Collector? Disney Collector, the Hans, just open toys, and she's a porn star, right? You know that. Before she was a porn star before, and now her hands were the ones now earning money for her. PewDiePie and Little Baby Pang, which are lording it over. Some of them are more, they're richer than the Hollywood superstars. Okay, so this is now the house of Sunny Tendilla of Kids Toys. So they have a big house already, and she's now just creating content. Disney, actually, Maker Studios, even offer to Kids Toys and says, before any Disney toy goes to market, I want your two daughters to open it first, right? And we will pay you for it. And then of course, Kids Toys, Sunny, the father, said, no organization can tell me what my daughters can open. I will decide for them. Right? So with that, I mean, when you talk about YouTube, we always tell them, a lot of people come to us and says, I want to earn big money on YouTube. But in the end, always remember that when you're in YouTube, people know if you're authentic, if you're passionate with what you are talking about. In the end, it's all about you expressing your passion. You have to be true to yourself. When you go to YouTube just to earn money, you won't cut it. But if you use YouTube as your platform where you want to express yourself, show your passion, tell the world what you like, what you want, and then you might have a chance to earn your first million on YouTube. Thank you very much.